Hello YouTubers, my name is Axe Factor. Welcome back to some Battlefield 4 as we're playing some Rush Defense on Flood Zone, a map where the DICE developers flipped which side the attackers start from a long time ago. And hopefully you're hungry, because the enemy certainly was hungry. I'm actually attempting to cure the hunger within Battlefield 4 by doling out as many sandwiches as possible. And this is my RPK 74M, completely naked except for a coyote optic. I think there's a laser sight on here that I toggle on and off depending on which way that I'm looking and if I'm looking into smoke or what have you not. So the majority of this round I'm gonna be probing for a spot to bust through and just get my back rage on, because there's quite a bit of verticality, not to mention those icky nasty flashbangs that are in the game now that might not land anywhere near you, or it's on the other side of the wall, more than likely like that one, and you're simply seeing the light. Just walk towards the light. I know the DICE developers have been talking back and forth on CTE about these things. Maybe we'll see an adjustment on CTE soon. And there you see me have a little bit of fun with the flashbang. And the bad news is you can flashbang your friendlies in normal, regular mode. So here's a piece of C4. Didn't go exactly where I want to, but I still got that kill. Drop me down. A little hip fire, dancing all day, and I actually get the kill. This is not a weapon you really want to hip fire with. It's mostly a stop and pop. Of course, they have changed the way that LMGs work in Battlefield 4, and this one shoots pretty decently if you're tapping and burst firing, especially at medium and longer ranges. And the U-100, another sleeper, something that I had like 1,100 kills with before the patch, is actually really good, along with the LSAT is actually really good now, comparatively speaking. So don't forget to give different LMGs a try and different weapons in general, because the patch has really helped a lot of the lower RPM guns out. And don't worry about what attachments you need, because most of them have a negative side effect attached to them now. And it has to do with the way your spread recovers. So when you are tapping and burst firing, your spread's just going to recover just a little bit slower, which really hurts the higher rate of fire guns, but they still can be effective at close, definitely, medium, and even longer ranges. And trying to drop some sandwiches down, and I'm simply missing the timing. So we've kind of established the front part. Obviously, you can see all the red dots on the mini-map, and I want to go hunting. So again, trying to poke and prod my way to a back rage, but I've got to cover my back as well, and that's the tough part about this weapon. You only get 41 in a full reload, so if you have an empty reload, you're only getting 40 basically, which can get you in trouble on the bigger back rages. So it's not an MG4, it's not a big mag LMG or drum fed mag LMG, so you gotta be careful, but it does hit for that extra damage, which is juicy up close basically with the new headshot multiplier 2.13, and that might be some fleur action with the smoke monster, so I have to be careful because I'm super low health and my squad mates are down. I gotta pay attention, the bad guys are coming, and I'm trying to stay out of combat so they could spawn back on me, because the thing about playing Rush is just disturbing their pushes, wiping their pushes out. They can get super comfortable in these little power position spots you don't want them to have, and my C4 is just tripping out on me right now. And it's nice to be able to wipe them off of that. And there's the bright light. Let me walk to it. I actually just spam C4 and hope to God I get somebody. And there I get a 3-piece. That's a 3-bang around the wall. And there I'm still seeing the light. Is it their flashbang? Is it our flashbang? We don't really know. And the only time the flashbangs are absolutely horrible is close quarter engagements, TDM, metro, lockers, things where there's just going to be a lot of infantry at any given spot. And the fact that you can chain them together and still be affected really stinks. You used to be able to look off the flashbang like you can in Counter-Strike. You see it come and turn your head for a split second, you're good to go with minimal, if any, effect. Now, it's like a grenade. If it's anywhere near you, if it's on the other side of the wall, you're absolutely done. And I switch over too slow. Pick the guy on the highway, but miss the guy in my face. So there you see the little bit of the power of the AN-94. And these guys are filling back this spot. So the good thing about my squad is we kept pushing, probing, and basically prodding the enemy team, picking and choosing when to be aggressive, and I mess up right there. The mini-map called for a couple guys in that corner. My squad mate just died. I should have played just a little bit more defensively. And remember, if you die in the water, you're not getting a revive. It's like the bottom of the metro stairs. If you die and slide down, unless the guy turns around and catches you on the way down, you're simply not going to get revived. So keep that in mind with all the shallow water that's ankle, or I should say cankle deep. And there I flashbang myself. I really think these things need some tweaking just a little bit. So we're going to take this position back and try to work this corner because this is where I want to push. But the problem is I'm calling a lot of attention to it. The longer I play here, the more squad mates they are shooting here, which is nice to have some support, the more we show up on the mini-map. The more people are going to say, wait a minute, we're about to get flanked. So you really have to be careful. A lot of times you're either going to get that flank within 5 to 20 seconds or you're not going to get it at all. You have to shift, rotate depending on what's happening on the map. So constantly I'm looking at the map to see, hey, are we okay on the other side? That's why I keep bringing up the big map and I change mini-map size to see and read that other side. The other thing that's bothering me right now is we have a ton of people in the parking structure. Great for camping, not great for killing people on or near the MCOM. So still kind of looking at this lane, and I can't pick that guy, so I just strafe out. I'm the stop, pop, shoot type of player, but every once in a while you have to strafe to finish that kill. But remember, you're giving yourself spread every time you do that, as long as you're holding mouse button 1 or the shoot. So it's getting pretty popular here. We've got a full squad, and this is one of those moments that you decide to push, and then, oh, the smoke monster comes. More than likely going to absolutely get torn up by the fleur. And I want absolutely nothing to do with that. And a couple of my squad mates are saying, hey, there's bad guys coming. I can see them on the mini-map. Just try to spam through the smoke to pick one up. And don't know if this guy's down low. No, he's up high. They're above us right now. So that's another spot that you have to worry about. Not just this highway above us, but the guys that are above us right now on this little catwalk. And that is a bad peek. A couple of bad guys there. I stayed extended too long. So the good news is I died on the dirt pile. That's the good news. Didn't slide into the water, so we can still play this position. This is also a position you don't want to give up. Either corner, don't give them up. Because what happens if they get 3 or 4 guys in this corner? They turn the corner and just shoot everybody in the side and in the back. They're even trying to run to defend the MCOM. The guy's trying to PTFO. And look how many people are in a parking garage, whether they're camping that or they're just spawning in trying to run up. And that position is giving me some trouble. And that's when I decide to end my peak when my squad mate gets killed and I can't finish that kill. A lot of times I go back undercover if I can't finish the kill in the minimal time. Whether I make that shot or miss that shot, I'll get my 4, 5, 6 round burst off or 4 round burst off and call it a day because there might be a sniper on long as I just picked that guy. Or there might be a couple guys angling from where that highway on-ramp is coming from. So I get a hit marker that tells me there's a lot of guys here more than likely. He's doing a little belly slide. And more than likely, these guys are blinded by the light. Seriously, the flashbangs are that strong. But well placed, and here we go. Got to worry about getting hit in the back. Hopefully my squad mates can push up with me. That's what I'm really waiting for, because once you get this position, this is the holy grail if you can get up here. Because look at all those mini-map markers. Don't shoot! Just give them sandwiches. We're trying to feed all the hungry people on Flood Zone right now. And now I got the power in numbers. So we got to worry about our back still, but we can squeeze some guys. No hit marker, nobody home. He's just down just a little bit farther. Probably never would have figured that somebody would be coming from that angle, because more than likely, they owned that for the last 5 to 6 minutes. And more than likely, I probably should have played up top again, but I came back down because I didn't want to lose this position. We're down to 1 MCOM that just got diffused. And sometimes it's about clearing out those power positions of the attackers. Disturb their complacency. Don't let them get comfortable and slow push all the way up. And there's me missing a bunch of shots and splitting a ton of different angles. They're above me, they're in front of me, they're to the left of me, and look at that. A cheeky little revive, and away we go. The round ends just like that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed some Flood Zone rush defense. Try to cure the hunger in Battlefield 4 with all those juicy sandwiches. And always, YouTubers, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you guys soon.